Hello, my friends. Welcome to another Striker Break. We got an afternoon delight, a midday mixer. How's everybody doing? Love to see you all here on a Thursday afternoon. It's a little bit different than usual. Usually we're jamming at night. Hopefully everything holds up. The reason I haven't been doing morning or afternoon breaks is because the internet gets a little choppy in the morning. I think everybody's on, I don't know, just like surfing the web or something. Even though I have the best internet that you can get. What is going on? We've got a little bit of platinum, some chrome, and sapphires today. Just one break. Just one. Yeah, it sold out real fast. But that's what happens when there's just one break. Which reminds me, I better make sure everything's good on the website. Hold on one sec. Just gotta check the products. There. All good. I'm going to drop you a link right away before I forget. If you want to become a slammer, get involved in the breaks, support the channel, this is the best way to do it. Pinned to the top. A lot of people at work. Hopefully I can give you a little distraction from the grind. I hope so. What is new? What is good? I'm looking, see if we got any baseball news. I'm going to give this a couple minutes because we're not on a timeline today. I mean, I am, but we don't have to like get rolling at a particular time. Kemba Walker, Pistons agree to a contract buyout. Jacob deGrom could begin rehab start Sunday. Big news for the Mets. Brian Reynolds hits 3 home runs. The Pirates, what's with hitting 3 home runs in the Pirates? 3 home runs in a game by a single player. Twice this year for these guys? There's been a whole bunch of players already that have had 3 home run games. It's really strange to me. I don't know if that's that out of the ordinary, but man. Wong, yeah, you got a free. You can give away. You can gift subs. So technically, you're a hitter. Slammers are patrons, but still a very honorable and notable award for you. A green highlight, a special little avatar that changes next to your name if you continue on the path, and you can access member only chats. If you want to join the channel, it's $1.99. You can gift subs too. How? I don't know. No idea, but I'm sure you can figure it out. So I will just let you know while people are piling in. I put a note. Someone is pretending to be me, pretending to be Striker, scamming people on Telegram. Don't fall for it. I don't even have a Telegram account. I'm not going to get a hold of you and tell you to send me shipping for something ever for free. Like, if I'm giving away something, the shipping's on me. I'm never going to get a hold of you and ask you for money. I mean, I can't even imagine a scenario. I'm going to only get a hold of people through PayPal or through Patreon if you're a slammer. That's going to be most of the communication done through there, or email. My email address it's on the homepage of the website. You can find it. You can find it in the descriptions of the videos. I'm not going to say it right here because every time I do that, some scammer gets a hold of it and starts spamming me. But you can find it very easily, or through the website. I'm not going to get a hold of you through anything else, especially not asking you for money. It's not going to happen. Don't fall for it. Let's get a little chat going on. Christian, how's it going? Ever thought about doing team pick breaks? Yeah, I've done it before. Not very popular. People don't like that. They prefer the random because if you do the random teams, you can get the best team for the same price as the worst team. So you just have a chance of like getting amazing stuff for a low price. Whereas if you have to buy your teams, you're spending huge money on, you're not guaranteed anything. But you're spending huge money, way more than the other people. Like, let's say you want the Tampa Bay Rays in a break that normally costs like $50. You're gonna have to pay like $250, $300, who knows? Like a ton of money for the Rays, right? And then everything else is like, people don't want the bottom team, so they don't even buy them up that quick usually. And I've put polls out there and asked people if they want to do PYT. Most people don't. There are a lot of other breakers that you can go to for PYT. And every once in a while I do, but it's actually a lot of work assigning, like filling out the team list and figuring out how much to charge for each people. I don't want to do that. either. So there's a lot of reasons why not. Late to the purchase party. Yeah, this one sold out in like a minute. So it happens. It's a very popular thing. I'm just checking one thing over here. Okay, that's good. But usually we do two breaks in a day, sometimes 3. And when I do 2 or 3, you have at least like an hour or more to get into the break. The breaks cost all different kinds of money, Patrick. Depending on the quality of the product, how much the wax costs, etc. The higher the break, the more high-end stuff. If we get into a break that costs, if there's like $2,500 in wax or something, my processing fees are way higher. For like, I have to pay processing fees for every transaction. So the higher a dollar buy-in, the more processing fees I have to pay, which means I have to pad a little bit of extra into the breaks too. When it gets to a higher amount, it's not as much processing fees for the lower breaks. So it's just how it works. Melissa asks, why do you not like Kikuchi? Can't believe I just said the word. It's just a running joke, Melissa. You can go back, type a search in YouTube, The Ballad of Kikuchi. It's just kind of a long running joke. It's not that I don't like him. I'm sure he's a fine gentleman. Seems like a really nice guy. What's up, Walker? No need to spam that, Melissa. I'll just ban you for life if you do. Not a big deal. No spam in the chat. I'm going to put you on a little timeout right now because I don't like spamming. All right. If you are ready, then I am ready. And let's do some rolling. Rolling for randoms. We'll use this as a little backdrop. Haven't done Heritage in a while. I was trying to cram a bunch of variety into this break with some high-end stuff. So we got some Heritage. And we are rolling for randomization right now. 9 is the dice. That's what it says, so that's what we're doing. Add a little bit of randomness into the mix. Come on over to the display cap. Here we have it. We're going to get these out of A to Z order with one quick random over to the team list 5 times, as is tradition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Diamondbacks on top. There they are. And to the buy-ins 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ross on top with the backs. Oops. This. We're going to sort A to Z. And here are your teams. Diamondbacks, Ross, O'Malley, Braves, Alex T, Orioles, Calvin, M, Sox, Red Sox, Andrew K, Cubs, David D, White Sox, Lucas M, Reds, Kayla J, Guardians, Mike W, Rockies, Jack H, Tigers, James R, Astros, Jack W, Royals, Dylan M, Angels, Trevor D, Dodgers, Matt L, Marlins, Skylar M, Brewers, Anthony L, Twins, Daniel H, Mets, Colby S, Yankees, Hal J, Athletics, Saul K, Phillies, Arturo H, Pirates, Alex P, Padres, Alex B, Giants, Will S, Mariners, Joe B, Cardinals, John S, Rays, Daniel S, Rangers, Andrew L, Blue Jays, Travis T, and Nationals, Christian A. Good luck, my friends. I'll drop you a link. Just a moment here so you can check out your teams in case you missed them. Link incoming. There you go. All right. Well, what do we start with? We got a lot of different variety. I guess we can go here, if that's okay with you guys. You're getting the 500 to 1 odds that K throws a no-no tonight versus the Rays. Good luck to you. $1:32 in the afternoon. Eastern Standard Time, and guess what? Mookie Betts hanging out on top. We don't need a pack. We just throw a loose card on the top. It's all good. Get a little bent corner. Tops don't care. They don't care. They can't be bothered to put that in a pack. In case you thought that was the case. Jordan. Yeah, I had some pretty sweet Jordan. People are buying up my Jordans. I want to keep... I think I have a silver pack. PSA 10 rookie of his, and I might want to hold on to that. I've been getting a little buy happy lately because the prices are nice and low. I don't know if they're going to keep dropping. They might, but the thing of it is, high-end stuff when there's a downturn in the economy isn't affected as much. So if you have like really good low pop stuff, I don't think it's going to be affected as much. Especially when like there's still ups and downs inside rises and falls in the stock market, etc. So you can still find, especially like Bowman prospects, players like that are, people are always prospecting on that because people are still looking for things to invest in. So just remember, buy low, sell high. It sounds so easy and everybody knows the saying, but take a chance on somebody with potential for a low price rather than buying like the hottest guy right now. That's not a smart way to do it. So I'm trying to think of an example. I guess I could use this as an example, but like Jason Dominguez, right? He comes out, everybody's just, oh my God, next Mickey Mantle. When you hear comparisons like that to a 18-year-old and they haven't done anything yet, you might not want to drop like 20 grand or something, or just like a lot on the highest hype guy. I prefer to go this route. Oh, I was gonna say, thought that was a French test. I prefer to go like, okay, so here's an 18-year-old prospect who's got some tools, got some hype. Why not buy a PSA 10 of their autograph for like $200 rather than spending like $2,000 on the guy who's super hot right now? Because you have a huge potential increase when you've got a first autograph and it's going to cost you over $1,000 of a prospect who hasn't done anything yet. He's still got a lot to prove. You never know if he's going to make it. If you're getting ready to spend like 4 figures, what you should do is pick an all-star. Okay? Maybe not like Mike Trout or something. Like just pick an all-star. Maybe like Goldschmidt or something like that, right? Freddie's pretty hot, but just pick one of those guys and go look at what their cards are going for. Somebody who's already proven and established themselves, multi-all-star, gold glove, silver slugger, pumping out WAR. Go look at what their cards are going for, like similar to the ones you're looking for, and then make your decision. All right, here we go. Just trying to help anybody out who's newer into the game and looking to make some purchases, doesn't quite know what to do, because when you find out how much some of these cards are going for, you can get a little excited and anxious to just go start blowing money. If you're new, getting back into the game, or haven't been into the game yet, you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do, you just see like, hey, Jordan's my guy, I want some Jordan cards. You start searching, you don't know, you do a search on the internet and you find out like, what are the best Jordan Alvarez cards, and then you just go out and start spending. That's a way to lose money. If you don't know what you're doing, just pump the brakes, pause, do way more research, go on eBay, look at prices, figure out what the best card for the player is for the money that you want. When I first got back in, I had no idea. I just wanted to start buying some stuff. So what did I do? My mind goes, Did we get 2 Jordans, or is one of those a variation? Hold on. Okay, I'll just go with it. But anyway, I went out and I was like, okay, who's a good player whose hobby might be down right now because they're injured, but they're like really awesome? So I went Corey Seager. Like when I was getting back in, Corey Seager was hurt. I like him as a player. I did like him, whatever. I thought he had value. He's on a good team. He's young. He's putting up numbers. I was like, I'm going to buy some Corey Seager cards. No idea where to start. So I just looked up, like, what are the best Corey Seager cards on a search? And it showed, you know, the top 10 list. Of course, I went and bought Panini stuff because it was cheaper. I'm looking for a deal. I'm looking for some kind of deal. Hey, we got an auto out of our box. Not bad. I was expecting a relic, because usually you get a relic out of these Heritage boxes. But Curtis Terry is card number 1 that is on the stage. I think it's going to the Rangers. Sorry if I miss your chats, guys. I'm kind of deep into a thought right now. But I'll check you out in just a minute. So anyway, I went right to the Panini. Not graded. I'm thinking in terms of like basketball and football. What's hot? RPA. What's the cheapest RPA I could find? It was a Panini. It's like a National Treasures or something. I'm like, ooh, National Treasures is a great brand. Didn't even know about the no logos thing. Didn't know anything. Just started buying. So this is a public service announcement. If you want to hop back in and start like buying some cards and you really have nowhere to start from, you don't know anything, just wait. Just wait. Like, give it a month. Start doing some legit research on eBay, through other people, on the forums. Ask questions. Pop into the chat here. Ask questions like, hey, what kind of card is the best for this player? What would you suggest? Things like that. I might not be able to get to it, but hopefully some people in the chat can help you out. There's a Boyhood Stars of Mike Trout photo. Boyhood photo of the Stars. Nelson. So Heritage is pretty affordable. If you're hopping back into the game looking for something to rip that's affordable, you can go this route. It's probably one of the, I'd say, top 5 cards that you can get. What are we talking about? Like the regular Heritage base isn't so fancy, but if you get a Chrome or a Hot Box parallel of the card you're looking for, can have some nice value, especially the Real One autographs. There is a ceiling in this product, and it's the Real One autographs. Joshua says, they did that to me. What are you talking about, Josh? Did you get scammed by somebody pretending to be me? Is that what you're talking about? Always err on the side of, maybe I should email the person and find out if it's legit. You know, like the internet's full of scammers, full of bots, full of trolls. Everybody knows that. I got a bunch of emails from people like, hey, what's going on with this? It's not me. Don't have Telegram, if that's what you're talking about. Don't just send money to some random guy on the internet asking for money, no matter what. Just don't do it. It's the oldest trick in the book, guys. You have won fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Just send X amount of money. I mean, it's copy and paste, cut and dry scam. Well, where's our parallels? Are we gonna get one? I've said it in the past. This product is hit or miss. I got a box, opened it up on the channel, had nothing in it, was pretty bummed. Had to open another box because I wanted to get the Wander. I don't even think I got the Wander out of my first box. Had to open another, and it was like a hot box. Purple chrome parallels, loaded with goodies. This one is not looking like there's any parallels in it. I haven't seen one. It's possible that there's an action variation that I missed. Did anybody see the action variation? Yeah, also, if anybody got contacted by that guy on Telegram, if you can like notify the authorities of Telegram, or just notify them, tell them there's a scammer. Hopefully we can stop this in the tracks, but it'll never stop. There'll always be someone scamming. Just use your better judgment. Use your discernment. Wow. I mean, bust Ola. What a bust. We got an autograph. We got Mookie. And we got a boyhood photo of Mike Trout. Young Mike. Let's try for something a little better. I mean, we got to get at least a Wander for the Rays. Who's got the Rays? Dan? Come on, Dan. I'm pulling for you. Maybe we get you a parallel out of this. Buy or sell O'Neal Cruz? I would sell. I think when somebody has super hype, perfect time to sell. Unless you want to collect his cards. That's one of the things when people ask me like, hey, should I sell this guy now? But like, I'm not here to give you buying and selling advice necessarily in particular players. Overall, I can help you out with ideas, concepts. But like, I could say right now, like, hey, all the hype in the world is on O'Neal Cruz. Everybody's loving him. Now's the time to buy. You got to get in before his prices get up, but that's not how I like to buy. I like to buy when people are just not enough people are on them. I like to buy the sneaky guys. I like to buy the guys that are young, real young, coming up in the bigs when they're 20, not 24. If you're 24, it's the collectability. There can be some, but it's not going to be like, you know, the Tatis, Acuna, Soto. Like, you got to be like 20 for that level, because we're talking about 20 years of baseball. Are you looking long term, short term? You know, are you looking to just flip? There can always be some room if you're just looking to like flip a card real quick. But I think it's too late on O'Neal Cruz. Like, if you wanted to buy O'Neal, maybe not too late. Like, it's never too late, right? But if you're looking for some kind of like a chunk of profit to like buy right here and then like, whoop, I'm gonna sell it right here and double my money. He's already here. Like, you should have probably done that when he was not, like, when the news was that he wasn't going to be up in the bigs right away. That probably would have been the best time to buy O'Neal Cruz. Like right now, so he's 23. Right. Yeah. Joker, what's up, man? Kevin says, I'm at Target restock right now. What should I get? Top Series 2 Absolute Baseball or Top Series 2? Top Series 2. So nice you said it twice. I think that was a Freudian slip. You knew. You knew you should buy some Series 2. We're looking for Wander. We're looking for parallels, autographs, etc. out of this box. This is a mega box. It's the best. The best bang for the buck. Kim, rainbow foil. I should set an over-under how many times I'm going to have to flip the cards around to just get it right. Okay, we got one. This is the goal. Remember that last box? The last box of this we opened, I think it was the last box. We got 3 Wanders out of it. Stars of the MLB, the regular base, and the 87, I think. I think we got, those are the 3 we got. Is the music too high? It looks like it's real loud. I'm gonna drop it down just a tick. don't want to bother people with it. Chrome, Vlad. Another Mike. Kamara Card says, hey Striker, I have $250 to spend on a hobby box. What's the best chance at making more than the $250 spent? Well, first and foremost, you're going to have to get some kind of a good luck situation going, because it's not that. It's like there's nothing that I can say like, hey, you spend $250, you're getting your $250 back almost always. That's not how it works. You got to get real lucky. But to make up your money in the easiest way possible, because there's the floor, the median, and then the ceiling. The best ceiling way to do it is to get, if you can find a 2022 Bowman hobby box for a $250, which is going to be a stretch because usually they're in between $250 and $300. That would be the best way, because you can get one card that'll pay that off and then more. You got to get lucky. Another Chrome, that's Key Brian Chrome. But so Bowman is probably the best way to go, because prospects, they can just all of a sudden, like a guy that nobody collected, you might pull out of there, like get a parallel of a guy that nobody's really interested in right now. All of a sudden he can go on like a 2-week stretch and hit a couple of bombs in the minors and like just get a whole bunch of counting stats, and now that guy's collectible and you can make your money back. So it doesn't have to just be players that are right now super popular. That's the beauty of Bowman. With like a Topps product, you can still find rookies that'll pan out, but there's only so many who are position players, young, batting in the heart of the order or the top of the order. Lots of counting stats, lots of potential. There aren't that many. Like, we know who those guys are by the time they're a rookie, because they've already done it in the minors. They've already done it over time. We've got an Independence Day card coming up. Could be huge. If that's our guy, you want to talk about making your money back. This box is like, they're not available anymore. I think they're like $60 on the secondary. But talk about being able to make your money back. If you get a Wander and a parallel, boom! Like, you just tripled your money easily. At least. Matt Barnes, Independence Day, 71 of 76. Going to Andrew. Congratulations on stand-worthy card number 3. Who's the best prospect to stock up on right now? Oh, man. There's so many. I don't know. That's a question that's not easily answered, and that can change in the blink of an eye. The prospect game is one that there's no quick and easy answer. If you're like, hey, what's the... You got to do your own research on that kind of thing, and then you have to make your own decision, because you can, like, all the stats are available of these prospects to everybody. You can look at their stats and find out. So the best thing to do, like, here's something that one of my friends does. He takes all the stats of the minor leaguers and he puts them into a spreadsheet. Like, he's super smart, so he knows how to like connect their active stats to his spreadsheet, and keeps a running total of all their stats, how old they are, what level they're in, like where they were drafted, like everything relevant about them, how tall they are, their tools, like their grading for their tools. And then he just monitors that, sees who's doing good. You can find buying opportunities. Yes, he should definitely sell that that thing, like market it and sell it, because there would be a lot of people that would buy that. That's one way to do it. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time and effort. So I can't really just like tell you who the guy is right now, because it changes every day. You can look at another really good way to do it is to go to Baseball America. It's a website that keeps track of all the prospects. It ranks them. It gives you a lot of information about the players and what the teams think about them, their tools, their future, where they're ranked in the system of that particular, like the Dodgers system, the top guys, whatever. Class A Cup card, the blue. That's a good way to do it. And then you can go and look at the prices of the cards and see, like, oh man, this guy's actually doing really well and his cards are low. You can find deals. If you want to try to make money with baseball cards, the best way to do it, especially right now, is to find the card that you want of the player in a PSA 10, track it down on eBay, wait for it to be up on an auction, and then you bite on it. The funnest way to do it is to buy a bunch of wax of the player and the set and the release year that you want, rip it looking for that guy. The most cost-effective way is to buy singles, always is. You can spend tens of thousands of dollars looking for a card that you could buy for, you know, like a couple $100 in a PSA 10. So just remember that. Jose Abreu Rainbow Foil. I'm taking it a little easy, taking it kind of slow. The family, by the way, just so you guys know, I sacrificed a day at the beach with my family to do this break for you guys because I wanted to get something with the platinum for you. You know, I love you that much. I'm home in the basement, in the cave, instead of being at the beach. Nothing but the best for the Slammers. But this is it right here, Bowman. It's almost always the best kind of cards you can get for potential. New mustache break, yeah. Can a mod pin a chat about Telegram? I don't know if they can pin stuff. You can only pin one thing at a time in the Patreon things up there. What's up, Roan? I just caught you before your chat disappeared. Yeah, numbered card. Philly G Steak says, I've pulled more numbered cards out of hangers, and they're cheaper. Although the helmet relics are actually cool. I don't know what in particular you're talking about, but hanger boxes are probably the best way to go, especially retail, because the dollar per parallel, dollar per pretty much, you know, what you're looking for is the best. Dollar per card, dollar per parallel, dollar per pack to an extent is the best in retail, and the hanger box protects the cards better. So the value pack is going to probably save you a couple pennies here and there. If you buy a bunch of them, it'll save you dollars, tens of dollars, maybe more. But the cards have a better chance of getting dinged up in those little value packs. I prefer the value packs because when I do the breaks for myself, personal little rips, I like to get like, you know, 20 value packs or even more, 20, 40, 50, 100 value packs and just rip, because then you're saving a bunch of money. You're getting the best bang for your buck in the value packs, most times. Now, those mega boxes, like that mega box I just opened for Series 1, awesome value. That's the way to go. I opened a case of value packs, but the mega boxes are better. The mega box came out after. They did it smart this year with their releases. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button, we got 67 likes. We're trying to get to 100. Just a nice little foundational goal. This is a retail box, Landon. This is a blaster box. They're also very good. With flagship, however, they include that little manufactured relic, which is oftentimes not worth very much. But Bowman, they don't. So Bowman all retail. Blaster, hanger, value, mega, all retail is usually a better deal than hobby because you're not guaranteed an auto or a relic. You can still get them, it's just harder. Mets and Astros is a good matchup all around. That's a pretty much coin flip scenario. It just depends on who's pitching in any given day between the Mets and the Astros. But that's a nice competitive matchup for sure. I didn't get a parallel out of this box, which is a bummer. Almost every blaster box you get a parallel. Sometimes you get two. Every once in a while you get none to make up for the two that they put in some of the boxes, which I don't like. I'd rather it just be one across the board. Or like 90% you get one and then once in a while you don't. This way it seems like you get a parallel 3 out of 5 boxes, or maybe even 2 out of 3 boxes, something like that. Back to the Stadium Club. Chrome. Last one we got a gold out of the box. We got 2 of those little shimmer, unnumbered shimmers. I want to see what happens here. Do we get a gold or an orange? So a card number to 50 or a card number to 25 out of a box. Almost every single time is a nice situation to be in. Yeah, be free. That's a scam. It's not me. I don't have Telegram. I'll say it again. I'm going to say it a bunch of times in this stream, hoping that a bunch of people watch. I don't have Telegram. Someone's trying to scam you. I'm never going to ask you for money. If you buy into something, that's on your own free will. You're buying into a break, right? But I'm not going to contact you being like, hey, send me some money and I'll send you something for free. Never have, never will. I pay for the shipping on anything I give away. Bo. Jesus Sanchez, rookie. We got Big Poppy with a bunch of rings. Acuna, Beam Team. What's up, Brandon? Break's going well. Rowan says if it's 2 parallels and a blaster, it's usually 2 paper. I've seen it both ways, but yeah, you're right. VR Bryce. Too bad Bryce had to end up getting surgery. All that tells me is maybe it's a good time to buy Bryce. That's immediately my mind goes there when there's something like that. Oh, really? Maybe now's the time to buy Bryce cards. Look at that bow. I love that bow Beam Team. I wish that was like a gold or an orange. How sick would that be? Yeah, the 7,000 card. If you watch the 7,000 card giveaway, it says I will do the drawing in a live stream. Haven't done it yet. Just put out the video yesterday. Haven't even done the drawing yet. So maybe that'll be like the last time I do a giveaway like that, because I don't want this to happen anymore. Yeah, I know, Be Free. We've been talking about it. But I put a notification up on YouTube. I put a pinned comment on YouTube. I got a comment about it on the homepage of the website. Just, I don't know what else to say other than don't fall for stuff like that. Have you pulled number or parallel wanders at all? For people, yeah. For myself, no, Blue Jay, unfortunately. We've gotten a few wander parallels, autos, parallels, all that kind of stuff. But not for myself. Jesus Sanchez Super sold for $95K. Wow. Yeah, I've been looking, Aaron, at Machado cards. That's why I bought some of that 2013 Topps Chrome to try to pull some of that. We've been doing it in breaks a little bit. We got a couple of Mannies. Yeah, I hope you guys learn in all, not just for me, but don't send random people money that ask you for it on the internet. No matter who they're pretending to be. But another note, you guys, report that guy. Whoever got contacted, report Telegram, the authorities at Telegram. We got to get rid of that guy. Hopefully he gets in trouble. Like big trouble legally. Davy Garcia. Autograph. They all look like they're refractors too, which is sweet. I like the base auto refractor look. This one's going to hell. Put them under there. Kopech refractor. Die says I pulled a 1 of 25 Wander auto. My first time ever opening packs. That's extremely lucky and hard to believe. How many packs are you talking? Like 100,000? You reported him? Good. Everybody report him, please. Mass flaggings and reportings of this guy. Mo subs, mo problems. Looking for our low number. We got 2 packs left. Is he going to be in here? Let's see if I can feel anything different. This one feels... I can't really tell. Jazz rookie. Jazz is hurt again. That's the problem with Jazz, man. He just gets hurt all the time. Always hurt. I think this is the gold. It is. It's Max Muncy. 35 out of 50. Going to the Dodgers, Matt. Wow, Drew. Dude like that deserves everything coming to him. If for nothing else than to learn from his mistake, you know? You have to learn by failing. Everybody does. That's how we learn. What do we do when we fall down, Bruce? Right? Like, you learn to get back up. And then you're like, I'm never going to give my credit card details and social security number out loud by a crowd of people again. Or you don't learn, and it's survival of the fittest. Three autographs coming from this. We'll add a little optic choice. The gold Muncy looks awesome. The golds and the oranges look awesome in Stadium Club Chrome. And it's cool that you get 1 per box. Allegedly. Pulled it out of a Series 2 jumbo box. Gotcha. Yeah, that's amazing, man. Are you hooked now? Well, you're here, so you're probably hooked. That's all it takes. When I pulled my Al Kaline numbered to 3 auto out of a Diamond Kings box, I was hooked. Like, okay, I'm in. Give me more now. Where are the autos on here? Trying to find them. There they are. First off, we have Starling Marte, numbered to 88. We got an Andrew Vaughn, rated rookie. That's a good one. I'm going to put him on the stage to 110. Clark Schmidt, rated rookie, to 88. Ryan Weathers, candy cane variation to 45. Alex Verdugo to 110. Put this Vaughn up there. Going to Lucas. We don't have a ton of guaranteed stuff. Maybe I'll put all these little numbered guys up. At least candy cane Ryan Weathers rated rookie to 45. That's a low number. To 88, Marte to 88. Auto number 1. Casey Mize rated rookie. He'll come back. He'll be just like Verlander after his TJ. Good as new. Good as he ever was before. Even better. Couple extra miles per hour on that velocity. That's what I'm hoping. We get Mize up to like 97, 98. All right, how about 96, 97? Tanner Houck. Seems like Mize usually sits at like 94. I don't like that. I want my ace to get up into the mid, a little higher. Like average 96. How about that? Just a couple of miles per hour, and it does happen sometimes. They come back from TJ and they get a little bit of extra. Ryan Jeffers is the next one. So Andrew K got the Boston. Tanner Houck. Ryan Jeffers going to Minnesota. Daniel. Castanhura, Prism, and Kirilloff. Kiriloff's been doing all right. This rated rookie Prism of Kirilloff. Kind of interested. It's one of those breaks where I'm just going to take a second from time to time. See what's happening with Kirilloff. Yeah, he's got a -3 WAR this year, -0.3. But the last few games, we are in June. He has, so he has a home run yesterday, 2 RBIs. 3 for 3, 1 for 3 with an RBI, 3 RBI. He's getting a lot of RBIs lately. Batting .261. His triple slash 261, 293, 377. His OPS is still pretty low. He needs to pick it up. Just keep it up. Keep the grind up. Batting average is looking okay though. 261. Topps Chrome. A hobby box. A simple hobby box. He was throwing 97 when he first came up. He can, like, his ceiling speed can get up to like 97, but like seems like on average he's like 94. You see a lot of 93, 94. Get up to 95 a little bit maybe. Yeah, McClanahan's awesome, but tomorrow you're going to wake up and it's going to be like Tommy John. So you might as well wait till a pitcher has to have TJ before you invest in them, because then it's like their cards are free. Pack number 1, a blue. What does it hold? It's an auto. Albert Abreu. Another Yank. Hal. Kirk? Yeah, Kirk, man. Who would have thought? I mean, I've been kind of on the Kirk train for a while, but there was a little stretch there where I wasn't impressed, but now he's banging. Batting in a money spot for RBIs, too. Buying the Gosselin. I've always been a Gosselin fan, too. Christian. Tony. I love him. They'd never let him go. He'd always get like 4 2/3. Maybe 5 innings, right? They never let him go. They never release the hound. So if they're starting to let him go a little bit more, I like him. But then again, knock knock, who's there? Tommy John. Oh. That's what I think every time when someone's like, hey, should I buy this pitcher? Well, unless they're like Scherzer, maybe Verlander, maybe Clayton. I'm just thinking of Hall of Fame pitchers that are pitching right now. Who else do we got? Like, you say DeGrom, but he's always hurt. And he came up when he was like 27. So he doesn't have that long of like building up WAR and awards, and wins and strikeouts, and like he doesn't have enough time. He's got a high WAR for what he's played, and he, 5 more years of that, and he's a Hall of Famer, maybe less. But if you look at DeGrom, he was a late late bloomer. He's already got 42 WAR, so he's just okay. Came up when he was 26. Sorry, I said 27, but that's still old as. He's 33. DeGrom's 33. He doesn't have that many more years. Let's say he pitches till he's 40. 7 more years, 5 more, 35 more. Yeah, he is going to be a Hall of Famer, most likely. Who knows, though, one injury away from never pitching again. He's that, I don't want to say soft, but you know what I mean. Would you rather have a superfractor or a printing plate? A superfractor. Key Bryant auto. What a good auto to get out of here. 3 Key Bryant Hayes autos in the last few breaks. We're looking good for SHOB. Shab. Striker's hit of the break. Is GQ the way to go? No. But it is a way to go if you want to have fun with your rip. Dane Dunning to $3.99. Going to the Rangers. Come on now. I think I might just keep the giveaways from here on out to Slammers and just contact them through Patreon. It's just a really fun open, Blue Jays. There's different kind of parallels that you can get in there that aren't in other releases. You get 2 guaranteed on-card autos per box, which is huge. Sometimes you can get 3 by luck. They don't advertise that, but there have been 3 auto boxes. Carlos Correa is an investment. He's got any of those Astros that were involved in that, I'm staying far away from. I don't want any part of it. I don't care how good they are, what they've done. Springer, Altuve, Correa, Bregman, all those guys, I'm staying far away from. Not for me. Might be for you. You know, you might be a fan of Houston, you might live there, or whatever. Then great, the cards are cheap for a reason. People don't want it. You know why. Now that might fade over time, but I'm not going to gamble on that. And my favorite out of that whole crew is Springer. I love Springer. Something tells me he had nothing to do with any of that. But, you know, if you stand idly by and just hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, none of this is going on, you're at fault too. Conforto. But then again, you can't rat out your team. So but I don't hold it against any of those guys anymore, especially because so many teams were doing the same exact thing. Michael Conforto going to the Mets. Colby, congratulations. And we got Sky coming in with a big super $20. Says, love the afternoon break, brother. Thanks for throwing the party, sir. Smash the like button. Support the best guy in the biz. Man, Sky, you're so good to me. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Thoughts on baseball doesn't exist video detailing Altuve didn't cheat. I didn't see that, but how would he know? You know, you can basically take any side of any scenario that you can think of, not just baseball, all of life, and then present the devil's advocate side. There's a side, there's like 2, 3, 4, 10 million sides to every story. And if you really want to nitpick and get confirmation bias everywhere you look, you can do that. You can find confirmation bias for any view you have. And then like present a case. You know, that's why there's defense lawyers for murderers. Even though the cops came, saw him do it, smoking gun, da 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 da. You can still present a case, right? So whether you think he did or didn't. I actually had an idea one time to make a video about that in particular, where I had a fake mustache and like a different hat, and I would be the devil's advocate, providing both sides of the story, like arguing against myself. I know other people have done that, like not that exactly, but because there's so many, like you can just be like, well, no, because this, and this. And you can be like, well, yes, because this, 10, 500 other things. That's why we don't talk about politics here and all kinds of other things like that, because it's endless and it's pointless to argue about it. It ends up just being opinion. We weren't there. We don't know. All we can do is go with primary resources to help guide our opinion. And baseball doesn't exist, isn't a primary resource. He's a secondary or third resource that is looking at other people's things. And I like that channel. I like that guy. I like his videos. I watch his videos. I haven't seen that one. But he does a great job. Fun videos. I love the research that he does. Aaron, that's right, man. He says that's why conspiracy theory videos are so enticing. It's why it's entertainment and it's fun. Makes you think. Helps with your discernment, your critical thinking. Seeing that there are two sides to every story. It's not just a cliche. I don't know if you guys watch. There's a series on, is it HBO Max, called The Staircase? I think it's HBO Max. And it's about, what's his name? Peterson, I think is his name, and they thought he killed his wife, and there's all this evidence against it, and it's about the whole story of him being convicted and sent to prison, and the retrial and the appeals and all this stuff, and he claimed he never did it, even though he's a proven liar, and there's like blood everywhere, and he was the only one there. And it's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Ryan Mountcastle. Oh, Springer on the Blue Jays. See, like Jimbo Drip, perfect example. Like you could present Jimbo with 10,000 pages of documents and evidence and like actual pictures of Altuve doing bad. You could do all that and he would still be like, keep booing, watch him hit a homer. So it doesn't matter. Like there's no reason to like shout from a mountaintop, the Astros cheat. It doesn't, it's over. It's over. I mean, oh my, another negative. I think the San Francisco Giants were cheating last year. And I have evidence, but who cares? I joked around about it, like half joking all the time. And my evidence is nothing. Like, it's not like I have like, it's just, I did the same thing I was just talking about. Like I confirmation bias, compiled a bunch of different things. But who cares? It's mostly just for entertainment purposes, something to talk about. There's no way I can prove it. There's nothing. All I'm going to do is make people mad that are Giants fans. And then maybe make some people laugh that are not. So I'd rather just not make people mad. Are we ready for this? Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary. So much negativity in Chrome. I know, unbelievable. Well, for me, pull one every box almost. You're not supposed to. It's supposed to be harder to pull. Couple, one out of like 2-3 boxes, something like that. Which has better value, 3 Topps Series 2 boxes or 1 hobby box? Oh, blasters are out. I haven't done the numbers on it yet, Rupin. But I would go, I've been saying this since the beginning, and I haven't done the math on it, but jumbos are probably the way to go for Series 2. Because you're looking for SPs and autos. And autos, you're guaranteed 1 per box in the jumbo. Of course, you're not guaranteed the good guy that you want, but you have a better chance. Parallel number 1, it's George Brett, ladies and gentlemen. That is an unnumbered, doesn't even say. Aqua Wave, okay. 1 out of 21 packs, the Aqua Wave. But look at that color match with his eyes. Going to KC. You know what? Just had a thought about this. Because the checklist is so big, full of Hall of Famers, this is probably a pretty good product for breaks to like mix the teams up, you know, like spread the teams out. Because normally you'd get KC, and if you didn't get a Bobby Witt, you'd be like, meh. But there's more things to get out of here for Dylan. Antone. Yeah, the parallels are beautiful. The product all around is nice. It's good quality cardstock, good finish. QC appears to be pretty good, the quality control. Lots of parallels if that's your bag. You get an auto. The price is a little high right now. I'm waiting for it to drop down before we do a little bit more of this. I have one more box. I have a light box, so the next break will include a light box. And I'm going to keep it value, another like value realm break. And then we'll kind of see what the prices do. If they drop a little bit, I'll get some more. Why the superfractor over printing plate? Well, there are 4 printing plates for each card, but there's only 1 superfractor. That's one reason. Also, a superfractor is the official 1 of 1. So if you're getting a Brian Hayes superfractor out of Topps Chrome, there's only 1 of them. There are going to be 4 people in the world probably that have the plates. And I mean, it's still an awesome thing, but there are 4 of them. So there's 4 times as many cards. So it's not going to hold the value. People aren't, if you go to an auction, most likely it's not going to be like, and our featured card is a printing plate of this guy. It's going to be like the featured card is a 101 platinum, boom, right? So it's not like printing plate's bad. It's just splitting hairs. There's a fine line between being a snitch and doing the right thing, too. Right? Especially if you get, like, say you're Mike Fiers and you're on that team and you see all this happening and you're, like, against it and they keep doing it anyway, and then, like, you get traded or there's some bad blood, some trash talk, maybe you don't like the people. Maybe you shouldn't be cheating, and then, because, you know, guys change teams all the time. I'm not going to blame him for being a snitch, though, because if not him, then somebody else. It was going to be, and plus it's the integrity of the game. It's bigger than being a snitch or being like a cheater. It's the integrity of the game of baseball. Hundreds of years, you know, over 100 years. Gold. Woo! Pete Alonso gold auto. Let's go, baby. Now that's what I'm talking about. Lots of autos you could get, and that is a good one. Going to Colby. Congratulations. Let's see what this old boy's numbered. It's got to be to 50, right? Yeah. 5 of 50. Okay. So the first 2 autos that I've seen out of this have been parallels. That's starting to build a little more like for this product after that, especially. Yeah, but if you're on the team and you called out while it's happening, you can't be on that team anymore. So, plus, you know, that's a conflict in your conscience. Like, he was probably fighting that, like, every day. Like, should I tell somebody? I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't tell somebody. I don't like it. I don't want any part of it. They're cheating against pitchers. I am a pitcher. I'm gonna be on a different team. Are they gonna cheat? You know, all these things are going through his mind. He's probably agonized over it. Not a simple decision. And then when he's on a different team, some of his boys were probably talking. Well, I mean, I don't know, because he's got to face those guys. And if they're still cheating and he's got to face them and he knows it, how could you not like the 52 Topps design? It's a sweet, I mean, that's another bonus. The 52 Topps design is awesome. It's a very cool design. Bunch of zoomed in photos. One thing I've noticed, a lot of photoshopping. If you buy this product, look close at the cards. Every card is like heavily photoshopped. Now, most cards are photoshopped. All are in some way. These are especially cartoony. This Whitey Ford has a cartoony look. Their faces are cartoony. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, you can tell right here where Dr. Sticks was cut out and photoshopped in there. That's just a poor Photoshop job. I can do better than that. I mean, it might be on purpose as a highlight, actually. But it's not everywhere. It's just on certain parts. It's not bad. Yeah, the new candidate. I mean, we got 2 candidates for the hit of the break so far. I'm going to have to think on it. Maybe I'll let you guys vote on it. And we'll call it... What else? What do we call it? Put it in the chat. When I let you guys decide what the hit of the break is, what should we call it? Because we got hitters in the house. We got slammers in the house. We got just regular watchers. We got quiet lurkers. We got active chatters. There's our X-Fractor. The X-Fractors look awesome on here too. Not numbered though, unfortunately. Kind of a bummer how a lot of these parallels are unnumbered. What's it take to throw a number on them? It's almost like when no, that's not the case, because there are some low numbers. I don't know why. It would be cool. Because if you're getting 1 per box, let's say you get 1 X-Fractor per box, which I think is the case. If they were to number it at that point, one could easily figure out the production. But you could do that with the others too. I'm just trying to think why they wouldn't number some of these. Crowd pleasers, viewer's choice. Early favorite, viewer's choice award. Should just be the grand slam of the break. Okay. I'm going to take notes on your suggestions, because you guys are important, very important to this show. Brios. What's this? 68 of 70. That is a fancy one. Mini diamonds. Yeah. It looks like it's a 70th mini diamond. I wonder how rare those are. 1 out of 116. That's a nice looking Julio Franco. Going to Mike. I know, Brandon, that crazy? No, we've gotten 3 Key Bryant autos in the last, like, probably 3 breaks. Anyway, the grand slam of the break. I like that. I like the People's Choice Award. Trump card. Stay away from the T word. Just to err on the side of caution. Julio, I know Julio played till he was so old. Fans call the shot. That's a good one. And in this episode of The Fans Call the Shot. I like that. Keep the ideas coming, guys. All good, Ryan. Hopefully you. Okay, well, it was all worth it. Looks like it was worth it. Was that you who was talking about that the other day? Someone was saying that, like, the best part about Target is the hot moms that are there. And then I commented that go to Walmart and it's the opposite. There's Key Bryant rookie. Home run of the break. If Julio Franco was that old, is he still alive? The drink slamming. Oh, I didn't even realize you could hear that. It's probably annoying. I'll try to land it softer. I don't want anything to be annoying. Viewer's choice, homer of the day. Should we make it something really long and wordy? Like, really long. The slammers and the hitters and the slammers, hitters, and the viewer's choice. Oh, grand, spectacular home run slam bash bang of the day. I wouldn't be able to remember that. That's the problem. Yeah, Greenskeeper. If these were 100, I'd do a case rip myself. It would be awesome. They're not ever going to be 100 though. I promise. Because the cost, like they won't. I believe the cost is the wholesale cost of these boxes are 115. I think they're $115. So the lowest, like you can say that is the absolute floor of this product would be like 115 bucks. I could not. It won't even go to that point. I don't think. I think 150 is the lowest this will ever be. Maybe I'm wrong, but this kind of thing, like if you got a guaranteed auto, they're never gonna drop super low. Most likely. It's a very cool Joe Adell rookie. And a sweet Luke Voigt blue mini diamond to $199. The product's growing on me. I'm liking it more and more, especially these parallels are pretty sweet. 150 on tops. Plus shipping and tax gets you to like whatever the retail is everywhere else. Because shipping on tops is like 20 bucks or more. And then tax, you're adding like another, I don't know, 10 bucks. So $30 more. You're up to 180, and then you might as well just get it somewhere else because Topps doesn't ship forever. That was the last pack of that. We're gonna end the break on some chrome sapphires. I'm gonna get out 6 stands in hopes that we get many parallels out of here. Most valuable pull, MVP, and the MVP of the break. Wow, Brian, that's good. The big break score. All right, I'm keeping track of what you guys are saying. You're thinking about buying a good amount of Bowman blasters, but you could strike out on them. You're not likely to completely strike out. You're likely to like get a base on balls, you know. You're not going to strike out though, but you could get a walk. But then again, you could get a grand slam, like out of the park, longest home run in history. So, pack number 1 features a green. These are low numbered. Garrett Mitchell. Oh, they're to 125. Man, they just can never get the numbering right on these. They're always weird. Like green to 125. Why not to 99, Sapphire? Why do you got to keep messing with us with these weird numberings? Garrett Mitchell. We got 2 more. Luis Robert and Soderstrom. Striker's catch of the day. Breaking the odds hit. Slump buster. Banger of the break. Woo! No, I like the alliteration. It's the big... What if they're all... They could all be B's. Big bang and... Big bang blast. The break. Big blast of the break. Orange. Let's say this one's to 25. Oh, that's going to be a good one. Ryan Mountcastle, and it's not to 25. It's to 75. Because the oranges are to 75. 2 of 75, Ryan Mountcastle, rookie Sapphire. Is that a variation as well? I don't know. I don't know the variations. I'm still learning. No, it's not. At least I don't think it is. 18, same number. Spots, Striker's pull of the stream. Hot B, hit of the break. Magical rookie. Striker's frozen rope of the break. Cronenworth. Christian Santana, there's a good first for the Tigers. And Sixto to 99. We're going to take the Aquas. We're going to make those to 99. We're going to take the Greens, make them to 125. Instead of vice versa, because the Aquas normally are to 125 and the Greens are to 99. But we got a new guy on the numbering. So, hey, new guy. WTF are you doing? How is regular 2022 Bowman Sapphire selling for more than these? Great question, Paul, but here's the answer. 2 guaranteed autographs per box. For the Bowman Chrome, because this is Bowman Chrome Sapphire. So the regular Bowman Chrome hobby boxes are about 400. They got 2 guaranteed autos. The first autos are probably, they're still going to hold more than, potentially, than just like a regular numbered card, but maybe not, depending on what number it is. Here's a Sapphire Wander to pad your collections. Sapphire Jazz rookie. But if you're talking about Strikers walk off the break, I like it. Made for the people. Boom of the break. Simple. I like it though. Striker Slam. Key Bryan, Sapphire rookie. Bliss. And the last pack. So we got 3 parallels. Are we going to get the elusive 4th? Oh yes. 4 parallels. And it's a green to 125. Luis Patino of the Tampa Bay Rays going to Daniel. I think I'm going to keep it simple because I can remember this. And I think we'll call it the People's Choice Award when we do it. Because it's simple. Sticks in the mind. Not too crazy. I don't know. We can change it at any time. Today will be the inaugural People's Choice Award. You get a choice between these 2. The people need to speak now or forever hold your peace. Hayes or Alonso? Put it in the chat. Hayes or Alonso for the People's Choice Award. 4, yeah, skis breaks. There are 4 in almost every box of these I've opened, which has been probably about half a dozen. There have been 4 parallels in the Bowman Chrome Sapphire boxes. They did something wrong. Once again, they did something wrong. Like whoever numbered the cards like a hard R also like put the wrong odds on the boxes, because there's no way you're supposed to get 4, or there's more. You can get 5. Pete, 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 Pete. It is, ladies and gentlemen, the inaugural People's Choice Award goes to Pete Alonso. Autograph, gold to 50. The hit of the People's Choice hit of the break. Very, very nice. Congratulations goes to Colby. And a runner-up, Key Brian Hayes auto. Patino to 125. Voit, look at this. Man, that is a sweet looking card. To 199, so is that. All of the parallels look fire out of here. To 70. There's a Sixto rookie to 99. That Mountcastle is fire too. The color match, orange on orange. Bowman Chrome Sapphire rookie to 75. George Brett color match with his eyeballs and his jersey. Garrett Mitchell to 125. Another negative, Ryan Braun. Michael Conforto to 199. Dane Dunning to 399. Luis Aparicio, X-Fractor unnumbered. Albert Abreu, blue to 150. Ryan Jeffers to 99. Tanner Hoke to 99. David Garcia, auto. Casey Mize, blue auto, rookie, rated rookie to 99. Ryan Weathers, that's to 45. Andrew Vaughn to 110. Matt Barnes, Independence Day to 76. We got a Wander Stars of the MLB. An autograph out of the Heritage box, Curtis Terry. And a gold Max Muncy, screaming because he's batting in the 100s. 35 out of 50. He's screaming at the Mendoza line up above him. That's what he's doing. He's mad that that's a thing. All right, guys, this was fun. I'm going to get all this packed and shipped, get it out to you. I'm going to stop the break and just start doing it right now. So maybe there's a small chance I can get this out today. Don't know when the next break's going to be. Maybe tomorrow. Depends on the schedule. Thanks for watching. Have a happy 4th of July. If I don't see you, I probably will. I will catch you all later.